Tonight on EA Sports. Super Bowl 56.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a one-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team. As it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Powell. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Stafford. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And a little little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A draw play for Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play that time for the Rams. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the 1st half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete. His defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Powell on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford will get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On the handoff, it's Michel. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. The first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Rams have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. Yeah, this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Burrow. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to potentially send us to overtime. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here's Kevin Huber now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up. Here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. L.A. readies for its next possession. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, Points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Stafford on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and we will play on here. In overtime. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll go again here with Akers. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 20. Yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And that one will go go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Bengal Nation rejoice! Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals, view your team's saved snapshots, quickly review the league's top performers and the current week's. Welcome to Weekly Strategy. This is how you access the new player health screen.